What's going on, everybody? We've been gone for a while. Ramone, Carlton, Eddie Osbourne here to do a pre-show for a very special episode number 40 of 365 Combat. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing awesome, Eddie. I cannot believe it. Episode 40. It was like just a year ago, right around now, where episode, I think, 2 was being released. And we were all just excited the fact that we were just doing it. Now we're here at episode 40. And tonight's episode, it is going to be something special. Not only do we have all the matches that you're used to, but we've actually got a couple storylines developing inside that you're only going to see the exclusive content in 365 Combat.
Man, if you missed episode 39, you should check that out as well. The matches were amazing, and they featured 2 first-round matches. We had Devin Shooter versus Judas Icarus, and we saw Crofton versus Zach Andrews. And we had 2 winners of those matches. So you want to maybe talk more about those a little bit? We have different opinions on the Shooter Judas finish.
I don't know. Like the Devin Shooter, I mean, as far as I went and looked on the website, and it says right there, Devin Shooter, he gets the W, which that's really all we need to worry about. I mean, anything else was just ring maintenance. I mean, it's all good.
Fair enough. And Crofton pulled out a victory over Zach Andrews. Yeah. Zach was a replacement. He got a big shot. Even in defeat, he actually did really well. And we're pretty proud of him for doing so well. But Crofton moves on to the finals as well. And then what are our big matchups tonight on Combat?
Okay, tonight we have...
Or in a couple minutes, actually.
It's a couple minutes, but this is one that fans, you have been waiting to see. We have Reloaded versus Reloaded. We got Jackie Lee versus Sharif Moreau in round 1 action of the Combat 365 championship belt. Now, if you don't know what we're talking about right now, is there's a brand new belt on the line specifically made for the show.
Definitely. And after 40 episodes, we had to have one made. So 41 will crown a champion. It'll be pretty amazing times. Jackie Lee versus Sharif, that's amazing. Coco Flash versus Brett Matthews. It shows different sizes and styles against each other. And then we have a title match as well.
Yeah.
As global champion Lax Siddhartha, who just regained the title from Haviko in that Cinderella story for about 3 weeks this summer.
Check that out on Combat.
Exactly. He takes on Gorilla Shug, who's looking to make a huge impact, and he could be the top of 365 if he can pull out that victory.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Gorilla Shug has been he's been climbing. I was kind of surprised myself when I thought he wasn't in the Combat tournament, and then title shot. That makes perfect sense. And you know, there is no better challenge right now than for Lack than coming straight out of the gate, going against somebody like Gorilla Shug, because he needs to reestablish his dominance per se, that he is truly the champion of 365.
Definitely. Hello, Kyle on YouTube. Hello, Ryan on Facebook. Hopefully you guys are having a great day today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. And it's true. Lack may have confidence issues for once in his life. He's been the Lord's warrior. He destroys everybody. He lost to Haviko. He lost the championship. He did regain it about 3 weeks later. Haviko had a hell of a run, though. And you can find that also on our YouTube channel, so make sure to check that out. Fortunately, we put a special episode. I think it was episode 37. Might have been 38.
I think it's 38. 38.
Okay. And it just details a lot of Haviko's run, his defenses in BC and Ontario, and then it hyped up our big return match that you can all see on Combat. So everything's on YouTube here right now, people. So you got to definitely check it out, subscribe. And we also have a live event coming up. I'm going to play a promo from Mr. Jordy Taylor.
Maxwell Benson. Sawyer Stein. You two didn't get enough last time. August 13th in Esquimalt, I'm going to give you two one more chance just because I want to see how much fight you two have left in you. I've enlisted the help of Damian Keynes because he sees things the right way. Max, you got the heart of a lion. And Sawyer, you definitely earned my respect last time. But when are you two going to get sick of looking at the lights, huh? August 13th, they're both stepping in the ring with the best. And I hope y'all are ready, because I always am. And if you want it more than me, you're going to have to prove it. Because I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that W. So try me.
You know, I was pretty honored when Jody Taylor asked me to be his tag partner for the 13th of August there. My last two tag partners kind of disappointed me, and, well, we know what happened to them. One of those guys was Maxwell Benson, who will be facing. Max, this is like the fourth or fifth time we're doing this, buddy? What's going on, man? You gotta give it up. It's like, what do I gotta do? I cut off all your hair already? I kicked your head clean off almost? I choked you out? What do you want? And Sawyer, Sawyer, you're a big boy, but this means there's more you to hurt, you know?
And I got it muted, so there we go. But that match right there will take place on episode 41, I do believe.
Yes.
Maxwell Benson, Sawyer Stein taking on Jody Taylor and Damian Kane. So make sure to check that one out. Every Wednesday we launch these episodes. This is a special Sunday episode, so hope everyone's enjoying or will be enjoying in about 8 minutes time. But Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And there's always a couple matches. Lately, we went from about a 28-minute package to 40-plus minutes at times. So we hope you guys are all enjoying. By the numbers, everyone seems to watch them more and more and more. So we love putting them out, and that's a lot thanks to yourself, sir. And recently, we just had a VIX, the Vancouver Island exhibition, and we had a ton of fun there. That's kind of the first weekend we actually really got to hang out, and experience some of the stuff. We were trying to mix stuff and really put stuff together. How is this year different than last year?
Oh, this year for me personally at the VIX, last year I was new to the wrestling scene. I didn't really know what was going on. I just had myself, my trusty camera. My wife, Nicole, was there. And we just kind of did our thing. We were on the outside, not on the outside, we were on the edge kind of thing, trying to learn the ropes and everything. This year we get there, and wow, it was an adventure from the get-go, getting the ring up there. That we won't even talk about that. Being completely part of the wrestling family. And what everybody may not know is that my wife, Nicole, who's also Becky Beach, a student of the Pro Wrestling Academy, was in every single card, which for me is kind of awesome. But you too can be a pro wrestler if you want. You can check out the Pro Wrestling Academy. We're down in Esquimalt, British Columbia. You can come every Tuesday and Wednesday night. Classes start at 6 p.m. And all you got to do is show up. Ain't that right, Eddie?
Yeah, that's basically it. You got to come with passion and pride, want to work real hard, all that stuff. But no, we have classes Tuesday, Wednesdays. I'm sure we have the drop-in on Sundays.
Yeah.
We're not there Sunday, so that's something else. But this episode, Coco Flash versus Brett Matthews, Sharif Moreau versus Jackie Lee. I get in there for a couple minutes and have a little bit of fun as well, and it all sets up for more and more and more. And it wasn't originally Jackie Lee versus Sharif. They've had one match in the past before at the Pac Cup, and that was a couple years ago. I think that was 2018. Yeah. So 4 years later almost, and they get to do it again. And these guys are two of the best in Pacific Northwest. No slight on Coco or Brett either. They're both doing amazing. But this is a huge matchup that I'm excited to watch.
Oh, myself as well. Seeing them, you see them as a tag team, you see them individually, but to see them go against each other, what you have here is two wrestlers that have trained with each other day in, day out. They know their moves. They know the counters. They know, okay, if Jackie's getting up, I know what's going to happen, Sharif is saying to himself. But the same thing on the other side, Jackie knows every one of Sharif's moves. So the question is, have they been sharing everything? Is there anything that either of them has been keeping in reserve? Do they have that secret counter for their own move that nobody knows about? We don't know what's going to happen here.
Definitely. And this was kind of made last-minute decision, so they didn't have days to plan about it or think about it or stew on it. They got there. They were told, this is what's happened. We have an injury, so things are substituting around a little bit. You guys are going at it. and they both looked excited for it. Neither wanted to wish the other. They both want each other to be champion, but they both want to be champion more. So seeing them go at it tonight is going to be an awesome time. We're going to start that up in about 4 minutes time here. It's on YouTube exclusively currently. Maybe we'll explore back into Twitch world. We want to get more out there again. Recently, we just played a whole bunch. We had a huge stream full of all the previous combats that lasted about 2.5 days because we have so much footage now. I think it lasts actually a week if we do the whole thing. Like 40 episodes, half an hour minimum for each of them. We have that Iron Man match on there, that hour-long matchup. So much stuff on that YouTube channel. Please give it a subscribe or a hello. I might even have a banner for it. We haven't been there in a while. We haven't been showing this stuff. So you can follow us, 365prowrestling.com, Twitch TV/365 Pro Wrestling, Instagram 365_Pro Wrestling, Facebook.com/365 Pro Wrestling, Twitter/365 Pro Wrestling, and YouTube.com/C/365 Pro Wrestling. So you can find us on all those. And definitely, we always want to thank Pick a Flick Video. Tell them a little bit about Pick a Flick and how they've been with us for how many episodes now? Like, it seems like
they have been with
beginning.
Us pretty much began. I think it was like episode 3 or 4. We were talking. It was the very first taping at we were at the White Eagle Polish Hall in James Bay in Victoria, and we started the chat with Pick a Flick Video. And it all comes from the love of wrestling. I mean, way back in the day, wrestling was like, it was bread and butter, was surviving on VHS wrestling, VHS tapes being traded. They had the local video store. That's how you found it. And it still happens today. Pick a Flick Video. They're all open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every day of the week. Down on Pandora Avenue, just before Oak Bay. Don't got the address. It was right there, 1519. And the best thing about Pick a Flick is if there's a movie or anything out there, say a long-lost wrestling title you can't find, they'll find it for you and bring it in. And so it's really great to have them on as sponsors. We love them.
Definitely. And I'm getting a little buffer there. I'm not sure if it's both of us there or just me. But our next live event is on September the 16th. We're going to be at the White Eagle Polish Hall.
Yeah.
That event, 6:30 doors, 7:30 p.m. bell. And then we have October 1st back at the Carlton Performing Arts Hub. I always mix my words up there, people. But that's October 1st. So 2 weeks after White Eagle, we'll be back in the Esquimalt. And we're going to keep on rotating that. So every 2 weeks, you're going to get 365 Pro Wrestling in the Victoria region. That's pretty amazing. And then hopefully this November, we'll be back down island, up island, in the Campbell River, Comox, Duncan area. So lots of good things happening, including this episode of Combat, 365 Combat, episode 40. That's 40 episodes. Lots of wrestling. We're starting to split some of the matches off, also put them on there. So right there, it's hundreds and hundreds of matches on our YouTube channel, and you can check them all out. YouTube.com/C/365 Pro Wrestling. Just search 365 Pro Wrestling, and you'll find us all. I guess kind of last words. We got a minute until we get to watch this episode. I'm stoked for it. I know you're stoked for it. A lot went into this, and the Carlton is just such a place for pro wrestling. I love it.
Oh, it's if you're in the Victoria area, you've got to come out and check a show out at the Carlton. Also White Eagle Polish Hall, but the Carlton Performing Arts Hub, the wrestling vibe we have in there, you are literally inches away from the action. You're never going to find a more intimate, a more close, a better wrestling experience anywhere when you want to have that closeness right to the action.
You're sitting on top of the wrestling almost. Yeah. It is that close. All right, folks, that's it for today. Again, I'll let you close out because that's what you do. You always close these things. But thank you very much, guys. I hope we entertained you for a minute. I hope you guys are going to enjoy the episode, and we'll be back with more of these.
Yeah, keep doing it. All right, I'm Ramone Carlton. I'm with Eddie Osbourne. Check out 365 Combat, YouTube, all that good stuff. And you're going to love this episode. And I'm telling you, Devin Shooter was only adjusting the ropes.